where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys that we definitely want you guys to stick around for. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and Shaq and some of the comments he had to make about Anthony Davis. Now, as y'all know, the Lakers are going through a little bit of turmoil right now because we just got the news that LeBron James is going to be out possibly for the next 2 weeks. And we've all been, I'm sure all of you guys have been hearing what their record is with him and without him. I think they have a 30-something% winning percentage when they're without him, and with him as above. It's just slightly above 500, so they say. So a lot of people have been speculating that he's going to be a major loss to the team now that he's no longer there. Now, yesterday, they played against the number 2 seed in the Western Conference in the Memphis Grizzlies. And in that game, they played them pretty close, but ultimately they ended up losing that game. And the one person for the Lakers now that everyone's attention is kind of shifted towards is Anthony Davis, who's their second best player and their youngest star on the team. Right now, what's been the talk about AD over the last few months, or even over the last year, really? The talk has been, when is Anthony Davis going to step up as the #1 option? When is he really going to, say to himself and to LeBron and his teammates like, yo, you guys are jumping on my back and I'm going to carry this team, right? When is that going to happen? And that's been one of the biggest question marks about AD. And to be fair, I've been saying that about Anthony Davis for about 3 years now. I said that I never thought he would be the guy to lead them to the promised land. But to be fair to AD, at one point this season, Anthony Davis was arguably playing the best basketball of anybody in the entire NBA. He was putting up incredible numbers. But now that LeBron has gone out, everyone, especially in Laker Nation, is going to be looking to see what can AD give them, in the absence of LeBron, in order to help this team stay afloat and keep their playoff hopes alive. And yesterday, he played a pretty good game by his standards. He shot 47% from the field, which is pretty good for him. He shot, 77% from the free throw line, but he made 10 out of 13. That's pretty solid. He finished the game with 19 rebounds, which is very good. 5 blocks. He did have 5 turnovers, but you're going to live with that, right? A guy giving you that type of productivity with 28 points. But at the end of the game, many people still felt like it wasn't enough. Why? Because one of the, many people felt like it wasn't enough. And one of those people that didn't feel like it was enough was one Shaquille O'Neal, especially after the fact, I believe the Lakers ended up giving up 82 points in the paint. Talk about not protecting the basket. And speaking about protection, this show is brought to you by our sponsor, Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into some of the comments that Shaq had to make about Anthony Davis after after that performance. And we're getting this from fadeawayworld.net here. It says Shaquille O'Neal destroys AD. It continues on. Anthony Davis is widely considered to be amongst the best big men in the league when he's healthy. He dominates on both ends of the floor. Talent has never been the issue for Anthony Davis. Rather, most people are critical of the star's durability. Superstar LeBron James recent injury means that AD will will have to step up and keep the team afloat while he is out. Recently, Shaq has offered some criticism of Anthony Davis, saying that the superstar, quote unquote, fell off, adding that he's going to need to take it to another level for them to make the playoffs. He's going to have to tap into the playoff well, said O'Neal. Players like us play a certain style. Playoffs, we can take it to another level. I don't want to say this disrespectfully, but he fell off. Not saying he's not a great player. 3 years ago, we were heralding him as the next great player in the NBA. There's no doubt that Anthony Davis will need to play like a dominant big man he is for the Los Angeles Lakers to make the playoffs this year. Hopefully, we see him rise up to the challenge. Currently, Anthony Davis is averaging 25.7 points per game, 12.4 rebounds, 2 blocks a game for the Los Angeles Lakers. And if he was more available, he'd be in consideration for an all-NBA selection at the end of the season. I think at the end of this season, the Lakers are going to have to make a serious decision. A serious one, because right now their future in terms of this season seems a little bit unclear to me, right? I don't know really what to expect from this team. Even if LeBron comes back, you know, are we considering them a top threat, one of the top 4 threats in the Western Conference, top 4 teams to come out of the Western Conference? Is that really what we think? I don't know. It's quite hard to tell, especially now that such a big piece has gone out of the, gone out of their rotation. But moving forward, I think the Lakers need to make a decision this coming season. I think this experimentation of LeBron, AD, and all these other things, I think it's ran its course. I don't see how this duo can go on and win a championship in the future. I just really don't see it. I just forget about just the pieces, just the whole feel of it all. I don't really see how all of that can work. And there's just so much drama with the Lakers. A lot of the things that they're talking about with this team has nothing really to do about basketball. There's always some type of chatter around this team. Now, I don't know. Some people may say that's the media manufacturing stories to keep them relevant. I don't know what it is, but there's always something to talk about that creates a distraction. And to me, I think it's very hard to win under those conditions. They did it in the Orlando bubble. But that was a long way ago. And now I want to say this quickly. Some people have been asking the question, has LeBron's time in LA been a failure? No, I don't think so. I wanted to say that because people say, yes, it is. I don't think it has. He still won a championship. Why? Because am I going to say Kawhi Leonard's time in LA has been a failure if he goes on to win a championship? No. I think Kawhi with the Clippers has been a bigger failure than LeBron and the Lakers. Let me just say that because I heard some people discussing that. So I don't think that at all. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, whatever you guys think about what Shaq had to say, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.